Hello dear students, welcome to the topic of indices or exponents. So let's start with the basics of what you already know. Can you tell me what is 2 times 2? 2 multiplied by 2? Very good, it gives you a 4. What is 2 times 2 times 2? That means 2 into 2 into 2. What do you get? Very good, 8. Now go on, multiply these numbers. So you have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Or what some people may understand as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So how many 2's do you have? 7. Isn't that such a pain to call out 2 7 times? Yes? So let's make it simple, right? Why do we have to write 2 so many times, teacher? Okay, so I have got 2 and I'm writing it 7 times the same 2. So why not put it like this? Wherein we say this is 2 to the power of 7. Can you tell me how you can write 2 into 2 into 2 in a simplified form? Very good, 2 to the power of 3. How will you write 2 into 2? Very good, 2 to the power 2, or what you would also know as 2 square. This would be called as 2 cube. This is called as 2 square. Wonderful, you're doing great. Also, please understand, when I am saying 2 to the power 5, that means, does it mean that I do 2 into 5? Or does it mean that I say 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2? Tell me which is the correct answer. Think about it. See very carefully what I've already discussed. Very good. It will be the second one. Let's see the difference. When I'm saying 2 to the power 5, and if by mistake I write it as 2 into 5, that will give me 10 as an answer. Whereas 2 to the power of 5, that means I'm saying 2 5 times. So 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now multiply them, what do you get? 2 times 2, 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 2's is 32. Now you know the difference between saying 2 to the power 5 and 2 into 5. So 2 to the power 5 and 2 into 5 are two different things. Are you noting down what is being taught? Yes, you have to note it down because we always learn better by doing. So please keep a pen and notebook handy so that you can note down what is being taught. And the best part is, by the time you finish this lesson, you will have a big smile on your face because you would have understood this topic very well. Okay, now let us suppose I have 2 times 2 to be multiplied by 2 times 2 times 2, right? Now let me write it as okay, let me first explain something more. So 2 to the power of 5, when I say this number 2 is known as the base. 5 over here is known as index or power, right? And this is equals to 32 is what is its value or the integer. So when I say 2 to the power 9, what will be the base here? 2 or 9? 9? Oh, very good. You got the answer right. Yes, 2 is the base and 9 would be the index or the power. What is the plural of index? The plural form of index is indices, and that explains the name of the topic. Can we have base other than 2? Yes, why not? You can have 100 to the power 100 as well, because those are the kind of numbers that we deal with. when you come to big scientific calculations. I'm sure you would want to know more about it. We'll talk about it a little later. So supposing I have to do 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 2, right? That would mean 2 times 2 times 2 multiplied by 2 times 2. So overall you're multiplying 2 how many times? 5 times. So that becomes 32. Try it out. 2 times 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32. Now interestingly, if you see, this is the same as 2 to the power 5 that we did just now, right? So I can write this as 2 to the power 5. Oh, look at that. 3 plus 2 is also 5. So let us write down our first rule of indices, what we will call as the product law. So for my example, let's suppose I had written 2 to the power 3 into 2 to the power 2 would be 2 to the power 3 plus 2, that is 2 to the power 5, right? As I said earlier, you can have any base, right? 2 is just an example. So instead of 2, if I have any base, a. So here is also a, here is also a. And power, let's say the power that I'm talking about here is x, the power I'm talking about here is y, and I'm multiplying both of them. When the base is the same, then what do you do is, in order to simplify it, we will simply add up the powers. Let's say, for example, I have 5 to the power 9 into 5 to the power 6. Can you give me the answer to this? Go ahead. What will I do? 5. Mind you, it is not going to be 5 times 5. No, if you are writing this, you have to be careful. The base over here, 5. 9 plus 6. You are simply adding the powers and it comes to 5 to the power of 15. Got it? Okay, try one more question. 100 to the power of 9 into 100 to the power of 2. What do you get? Just imagine if you have to do this calculation. Oh, it will be very cumbersome. So 100 is the base. So my base is the same. Then the index or the powers simply get added up. And I get over here 100 to the power 11. Understood? Let's go on to rule number 2. Or law number 2, whatever, howsoever you may want to call it. So let's suppose now I have 2 to the power 5 divided by 2 to the power 3. That means I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 divided by 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 1, 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 2 times 1. So I'm left with 2 to the power of 2. That is equivalent, same as 2 to the power 5 minus 3, right? And that is your 2 to the power 2. So what rule can we write? So if I have the same base for the numerator and the denominator, any value of the index or the power, then in that case the powers or the indexes or the exponents, they get subtracted. The top minus the bottom power. Are you noting it down? There is no point just in watching the video if you don't do it with your own hands, because I'm going to give you a question to solve. So I have 10 to the power 9 divided by 10 to the power 6. Very good. If you got your answer here as 10 to the power 3, Very good. Please give yourself a big smiley over here because you've understood the concept. You're almost there. Okay, one more question. 4 to the power 19 divided by 4 to the power of, what should we do? Should I give you 20? Okay, go ahead. So this will be 19 minus 20 and I get here negative power. Yes. Is it possible? Very much possible. How? We will see it just now. When we go on to our next law. Law number 3. So what we've got over here? Power upon power. So if I have 2 to the power 3, whole thing to the power of 3. You know what does it mean? It means 2 cube into 2 cube into 2 cube, right? That is what it means. So what will you do? All 3 bases are the same, correct? 2. And then you add up the powers. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 and that gives you 9. How about 3 times 3? That also gives you 9. So can you tell me the general rule for this then? So let's see over here. 2 to the power 3. To the power of 3 is 2 to the power 9. Correct? So if I have a to the power x, to the power y, the base is the same. It's power upon power. I will get it as a to the power x, y. Wow, we are learning at a very fast pace. Let me give you a question to solve. 3 to the power 4 whole to the power 3 would be what? 3 to the power of 4 times 3 is 12. Very good. Let's suppose I give you a question. 9 to the power of 4 to the power of minus 3. Oh my God, teacher, you're confusing. No, I'm not confusing you. Just apply the rule. 4 times minus 3 is minus 12. Oh my God, again a negative power. Is it possible? Yes, it is very much possible. That's what we are going to see next. Are you enjoying the lesson so far? I am so glad to know that because we will be continuing with this lesson in our video number 2. So part number 2. Take a deep breath and get ready for video 2. See you there.